Hello and welcome back to the CVU Show. I'm Isaac and I'm here with Quinton. Today we have an interview with Megan Trevithick, one of the school nurses, who is going to talk about traveling for Thanksgiving during COVID.
Hello, I'm Quinton. I'm here with the CVU Show and I'm joined with
Megan Trevithick, the school nurse.
Today, we have one main question that many people have been asking. Over Thanksgiving, what are your travel recommendations?
Well, the best recommendation would be that people stay home and enjoy the family around them and stay safe. I understand that circumstance is not necessarily ideal for a lot of people, and there are things that are going to be happening, whether it's people that are coming home to visit you, college siblings or other family members, or that you feel that you need to see other family members. If you travel out of state to an orange or red state, you must come back to Vermont and quarantine. And that means wearing a mask inside your house if you're around anybody else who did not travel. That also means that on day 7, you could go for a PCR test. That is not a rapid test. It is a PCR test. That would be the only one that we could really use to make sure that you are negative for COVID. And that is the one thing you can do to shorten your stay for quarantining. If you were to have somebody come home, whether it was from college or from somewhere else, they need to come into your house and quarantine themselves. And that would mean that they wear a mask and you wear a mask when you're around them. And that would be for the set 14 days, and they would get a test as well on day 7. That also means if they're quarantining in your house, that you could go out. You could go and see other people and go about your daily life as long as they did not have a positive COVID test. I cannot ask enough at this point. I know that this is a hard decision and family matters to everybody. But if there is one time to maybe put this aside or kind of plan to do this in a couple of months from now, this is the time to maybe stay put and be safe and look after each other. If you find that you have to travel or somebody is coming home, please follow the recommendations to keep everybody safe.
My last question that many people have been wondering is where can people go to find COVID tests?
That's a great question. The good news is there's more availability these days to getting tested. As of now, the fastest way to get a test and get results back is probably to contact your doctor and get them to prescribe the test and schedule an appointment for you. One of the places to go would be the Fanny Allen has pop-up tents, and if you go to the Vermont website, they also could tell you where different pop-up tents are to be scheduled for a test. The other thing to make it even more convenient is there are tests available at drugstores around the area. Kinney Drugs, I know, does this, and you just have to go onto their website and find out when it is. The one thing that I would say that you have to look into, and I'm not quite sure I know the answer to, is whether they would be able to offer a pediatric test at these pop-up sites. So you would have to probably go to either your doctor's office or Fanny Allen to get tested there.
Thanks so much for coming back on the show. We're glad to have you. Hopefully we see you again.
Yeah, anytime.
And now, Sports with Joe.
Thank you. I'm Joe Jacobs with the CVU Sports. Varsity field hockey played an amazing season. They went to finals and lost a tough game against Bellow Falls. The boys varsity soccer went all the way to the finals and lost. They had a great season this year with only 3 losses. Varsity football might have played their best season ever and went completely undefeated until finals, which they lost. Girls varsity soccer also played a great season. They went undefeated until finals, losing their 17-year championship win streak. The boys varsity volleyball won their championship games, as well as cross-country boys and girls. It was a great season this year. Now, back to the studio.
Seniors, are you looking for something to do on your async days? Volunteer with Green Mountain Habitat for Humanity as they build houses in the local community. Please check your emails for Google Forms and fill it out to receive information about volunteering.
If you're interested in saving the environment, the Enact Club meets every other Monday for Cohort 1 and every other Thursday for Cohort 2 in room 206 after school.
Interested in joining the CVU Nordic ski team? Please visit cvunordic.com to sign up on the team roster. Equipment requirements are also listed on the webpage. Email Coach Sarah Strack with any questions. Finally, remember tomorrow is Veterans Day, originally known as Armistice Day. It commemorated the armistice that stopped all hostilities in World War I on November 11, 1918. In 1954, Congress changed it to Veterans Day as a means of honoring veterans of all the wars. Tomorrow is also a Connect Day, and that means there are no regularly scheduled classes.
That's all, and thanks for watching the final episode of the CVU Show for this quarter. I'm Quentin,
I'm Isaac.
and this has been the CVU Show.